Hi friends, welcome to another energy hunting session with Alfa Laval. My name is Ismail Uzman, and today we're going to look at how to save by turning your chiller off during winter months. And you're going to save electricity, we're going to save money, we're going to save on carbon emissions and also chiller operating costs. Now typically what you see here is the installation of free cooling for a chiller. And you have the plate heat exchanger that's installed between the cooling tower and the chiller condenser. Now this has many advantages. As you can see in the left, you have the summer operation, and what you have is the plate heat exchanger is acting as a condenser protection. So it is protecting the condenser from the calcium that could come from cooling towers, the debris that could come from it, and making sure that the compressor runs with optimum efficiency. And with this system, on the right, what you see is the winter operation, where the chiller is completely turned off, and you have cold water to the plant or to HVAC facility with only 1 degree Celsius above that of your cooling tower. Now, this is a high-class system. It's the best that you can put, but then again, it does require an extra pump, and there are operational costs with it. And really, you could have another system which is far simpler without an operational pump and not protecting the condenser during summer operation. So what you see here on the left is the plate heat exchanger is installed very simply. Tap on to the cooling tower water and tap on to the chilled water lines. So the cooling tower is providing condensing cold water to the condenser during summer months, and the heat exchanger is basically silent. It's not operational at all during summer. When comes winter, it's a very simple on-off system, which means that you can turn the chiller off and turn the plate heat exchanger on by 4 valves. And that's how simple it is. I mean, it is having a return on investment of only a single winter. That's 3 months. And what it will do, you see here that the cooling tower is 6 degrees and delivering 7 degrees Celsius to the plant. But if it's 10 degrees Celsius cooling tower water, it'll be delivered as 11 degrees. One of the most important things with this free cooling heat exchanger, because we're working with a 1 degree approach, make sure that you specify AHRI performance certification so that you get the maximum in savings and performance to your system. Now, if we were to look at the savings, the monetary savings, what could it be? And here is an example. We take an example of, say, 3 megawatt chiller, a water-cooled chiller. And we can assume a COP of 5, but more modern chillers would have a COP of 7. Older chillers would have a COP of maybe 3 or 4. But if we took 5 and operating 6,000 hours a year, the annual electricity cost of this chiller is basically how much energy does it consume. Assuming 10 cents for every kilowatt hour, a chiller operating 6,000 hours is consuming 360,000 euro. That is a lot of money. And if we can turn the chiller off just with this simple tap on to the cooling tower lines and tap onto the chilled water lines, we can help you save 36,000 euro per year on this particular example. The other savings is in the carbon emissions. So you can check on the internet, what is your carbon emission factor? And let's assume it is 0.4 kilograms of carbon dioxide for every kilowatt hour. If it depends very much on how the electricity is produced. If it is produced by burning coal, then you would have a high carbon emission factor, maybe 0.6 or 0.7. If your electricity is produced by nuclear or wind or solar, it would have a low carbon emission factor. But if we take 7, running this chiller 6,000 hours throughout the year is 1,440,000 kilograms of carbon dioxide per year. So we're saving 36,000 euro and we're saving 144 tons of carbon emissions per year, and that's going to help you reach your net zero targets as well. So here is a look at an installation. It is a HVAC installation, this one. We have a JCI York chiller that is installed. And right next to it, in the plant, we do have a gasketed plate heat exchanger, which is AHRI performance certified. Now, this particular installation, as I said, is completely tap on, tap off, and not protecting the chiller condenser. So, very fast return on investment, very simple adaptation. I would like to go back to this particular slide. In summer, we have the heat exchanger not working at all, and in winter, we have the chiller not working at all. So the savings are there. All you have to do is send Alfa Laval your chiller nameplate, a photo of your chiller nameplate, and we will be able to send you a proposal with a return on investment to help you save. So, till the next energy hunting but with Alfa Laval session, I hope you take this initiative to save money, save electricity, reduce carbon emissions, and reduce your chiller operation time. Till then, see you.